Hi, how's it going? It's another Blu-ray haul, or at least potentially the first half of a Blu-ray haul. Kind of waiting for a bunch of stuff from Railwaves to come in. However, I went to the Cinemaniacs on the Saturday that has just passed for me because that was the screening, double feature screening of House on Sorority Row and the Massacre at Central High. And because it was the first time I'd seen a bunch of my friends since, well, the since I went to Japan, I got gifts from people, which is great. So that's basically the haul. But I'll show off a bootleg first. My mother works at a second-hand store and got this, which I'm very sure is definitely a bootleg. It's Shinobi Heart Under Blade, which is a Japanese film. This is definitely a bootleg DVD. I mostly mentioned that because it literally says that it's Walt Disney Pixar Animations A Bug's Life. So, yeah. It was 50 cents. So, there's that. Yeah, see, it's from Savers. That's how you know, because the fucking can't get rid of these stickers. They're shit. Anyway, I got 3 films from Phil and Caitlin. These are all from Monster Pictures. First one we have is Grabbers. This is a 2012 film, I believe it was. It has a copyright for 2013, but it's a 2012 release. This is an Irish film. It's basically Gremlins, but space squid. Simply put, it's 90 straight minutes, even though it's actually like 94 minutes despite it saying 90 minutes here, but the film is 90 minutes. It's tight, it's fun. I had a blast watching it. I actually watched it on the Sunday because I was like, fuck it, I got 90 minutes to kill before I watched the 2.5 hour monolith that is Frankenstein. So I watched this, and I really liked it. It's actually quite a fun Blu-ray as well. It comes with a filmmaker commentary, a director interview, behind the scenes, outtakes, and a photo gallery. So, it's not bad as an overall. It doesn't have any region codings or anything, but, I definitely recommend it as one of the lower budget, smaller picture. Again, it's like a modern version of Gremlins, except instead of having, a thing that turns, like cute little bear thing that turns into evil things, it's just a bunch of evil things. But it has a similar vibe. I think it would make for a fun double feature. And it's got some fun characters. I enjoyed it. I thought it was funny. It's a horror comedy. As a two-parter, I got the ABCs of Death. This is a 2-disc set of the first film from, again, Monster Pictures. I definitely think they got these at Monster Fest because that's where they sell them at most of the time. This does come with a bunch of special features, 2 hours of extra features, including the Mammoth 26 director audio commentary, because this is 26 short films stitched into one long film. It's a 129 minutes long. Behind the scenes, featurettes, deleted scenes, photo galleries, extra shorts, trailers, and much, much more. Now, a fun factor about this is that the disc artwork is actually the same as the special edition. This is the extra disc, which is only a DVD, which is basically all the behind the scenes stuff, which is still in an A to Z order, which is really interesting. This is identical to the DVD copy that my friends have. I know that because I have it, but I'll show you in a second what it looks like. But this is coming out from Umbrella in January. It just has a bonus commentary track and a booklet if you get the limited edition, whatever, but the standard edition, it's all the same stuff. It's just all on, I believe, 1 disc rather than 2 discs. The only reason I mention it is because, of course, I got the second film as well from Phil and Caitlin. Again, another 26 new directors, 26 new ways to die. This one does have special features. It doesn't tell you. The special features are just trailers for other films and whatever. It's not much. It's lazy. Whatever. It is what it is. My only criticism of this is the fact that this doesn't have the extra bonus disc that the special edition has. And I'll show you because the artwork on this disc is the same as the artwork on the front cover. And, I'm a stickler for Blu-rays over DVDs, but this is the version that my friends have, which I've borrowed from them. I've had this for like 3 or 4 months now. It's this reminiscent of these golden spine books that for kids, basically. So that's the joke, is it's ABCs of Death, it's for children. This is the omnibus, which comes with, as it stipulates here, the second and first film. It shows the directors for each film in order of their things. This is a really nicely made set. And there are your discs. So again, those two are identical to what I have, except that this is a Blu-ray. Well, this one here's a DVD. The one I have is a Blu-ray. And this is the 2 discs from this edition. My only grievance is the fact that, and again, I didn't ask for these films from my friends, so I'm happy to have them, especially in HD. The extras disc is the one that what makes this set unique, because as it says here, a bonus appendix, the best of Monster Fest shorts, aka there's an acronym there of Monster Fest, includes short films from Stuart Simpson, Caitlin Collar, Ryan Coonan, David Jackson, Eugene Muggleton, and Alex Mann. It does also have some short films from Jarek Gunn, who's another friend of mine. I don't know why he's not credited here, but Caitlin Collar, this is her DVD. She's the one who bought me these. Her short film is on this disc, and it's not on the Blu-ray, and I'm so annoyed by that, because I'm like, that would have been so cool to have my friend's fucking short film. I already have her film, this feature-length film that she made, but yeah, so I'm going to have to still watch this before I give it back to them. But I just need to watch the bonus disc now. I can watch the rest of the films on Blu-ray now, so that's great. Makes life just a little bit nicer. But this is a really nice set for Monster. It just sucks that they couldn't put in the bonus disc for the second film, unless that was only on a certain release and not on this one. Anyway, additionally from Phil and Caitlin, I got House of Psychotic Women. This is a expanded edition from 2025, an autobiographical topography of female neurosis in horror and exploitation films by Keola Janice, I believe it's pronounced. It's basically a big textbook looking into horror films, exploitation cinema. It's got a bunch of images as well. Mafu Cage is great, by the way. If you haven't seen Mafu Cage, I highly recommend it. There's a whole page here that's just pictures and posters and whatnot. But it's all just a big textbook going into these films. Into certain degrees, some of them have more analysis and depth, some of them don't. Again, it's the expanded edition, so this is the version that's the most recent. It has an introduction from the writer basically saying that this book came out in like 2012, and they re-released it like for 10 years later for 2022, and then have re-released it again in 2025. I think this is the paperback re-release though, so it's basically the same version as the 2022 edition, but I'm pretty sure she did note that she added a couple extra films that came out between 2022 and 2025, so yeah, but for those it's mostly just this is a film, this is what it involves, whatever, without too much in-depth analysis. So my friends definitely know the kind of films I like when they got this. I don't know what this is a picture from. I feel like you would have had a more iconic picture for your front cover, like again, from Possession or from Carrie. That would have done wonders for the artwork, but I don't know what that's from, if this is even a picture from any particular film. So this expanded edition paperback was first published in July 2024, second pressing published in April 2025. But originally it's from July 2012. With 6 pressings up to January. Wow, it must be fun to keep just adding new stuff. Again, like a textbook. Front cover illustration. Oh, Alex Esso in Starry Eyes from 2014. Back cover illustrations, Possession and Carrie. Front piece is Arzia Argento in the Stenham Syndrome, and contents of the last page is The Last Exorcism. Starry Eyes. I feel like I have that, but I don't think I do. Oh. Fuck. Lo and behold, I do have Starry Eyes. I think this one actually came recommended from Phil and Caitlin when I went to Monster Fest at the start of the year. So I got this for like $5 or $10 or something. They said this was really good, so I guess if this is the front cover of that, then it must be that good. So, which is again curious, because this is a 2014, 2015 film. So, yeah, interesting. And then last but not least for this clip, we have Cinemaniacs presents If Only I Had a Brain, Scarecrows in Film and Television, featuring Dark Knight of the Scarecrow, Jeepers Creepers, The Wiz, Journey Back to Oz, Scarecrows, Batman Begins, Wurzel Gummidge, and more. This is the last book that I needed to collect that Lee wrote or had any part of. Basically, he was the main... how did he describe himself in this? the editor-in-chief, as it stipulates there. It also has many contributing writers, including Sally Christie, again, Lee Gambon, Emma Westwood, Eloise Ross, and John Harrison, all of which I'm friends with and know and have known for years. It's a very well put together book, detailing in some depth or in little amounts of depth, depending on the chapters, about scarecrows in films. Basically, since, because Lee Gambon passed away last year, and he was a good friend, and he's even his section on Children of the Corn. Basically, since he's passing, I've been collecting every single work that he did. So basically, he wrote a bunch of books. He did one on The Howling, which I've actually also got here as well. But that one I got like a month ago. That was the second last one. That one was really hard to get because I had to get it on eBay and it was really expensive, but I got one for less than $100. But Sally happened to have a spare copy of this because I posted that into our group chat being like, hey, I finally got this. I'm just looking for the Scarecrow book. And she's like, oh, I have 2 copies of them. Do you want one? Because she had a contributor copy as well as one that she got at the original publishing event back in 2018. To the point that what is my bookmark, because I have started reading this, lo and behold, I started reading something. That rarely ever happens. We have her original receipt from Minotaur. It doesn't feature anything on the bottom section. Man, that is white, isn't it? I don't know if you can... There you go. Yeah, the bottom section is completely worn. I don't think there was anything originally printed. It just says 25th of October 2018, and it even has Sally's name written on the tag, so I imagine this was specifically bought by Lee for Sally. But yeah, so she gave me this at the Cinemaniacs the other day. So she gave me this at the Cinemaniacs the other day because she had a spare copy and it was the last one I needed, and I couldn't find a copy anywhere. So this officially, at least up to date, collects every single thing that Lee has worked on, including Blu-rays of video essays and commentaries and every other book that he's worked on. To my knowledge, there's still one more release to come next year, basically because they haven't announced it this year, and then I'm done. So, at least for now, this is the last thing I have to collect, and it seems weird this phrase of collecting, because again, books and physical media that a friend of mine who died worked on, but it's like there were so many things that he worked on, and I've spent the past year and a half getting stuff that, yeah, I don't feel relieved that I have them all, mostly because I've still got that one that apparently is going to come out eventually, but aside from that, that's just kind of where I'm at. Yeah, so anyway, on to the next clip. Alright, so I didn't get the Raywave stuff in, which I'm pretty sure I mentioned at the start of the video. That'll probably come in next week. But instead, JB has their Black Friday sale, so I guess we're doing that. And I spent a bit of money. However, I had originally ordered... I finally committed to buying Neverending Story, the standard version, which was still a slipcover or whatever, from imprint, but at JB, because it was like $49, and then the new Jurassic Park release, not the newest film, but the remaster with the new Dolby Vision encode and whatever, and both of them were out of stock, even though I bought them. So I don't have them, and I, at this rate, never will, or at least not for Neverending Story. Never going to get Neverending Story, I guess. I don't really care, but I just, Anyway, let's talk about some good movies. We got Weapons. Wow, look at Weapons. We like Weapons. No Blu-ray, just a UHD. At least it's better than the Steelbook artwork. Not gonna lie, that artwork was pretty crap. Get a director Zach Kreger making horror personal featurette plus weaponized the cast of Weapons and Weapons, the texture of horror. Sure, it's all in very dark blue, as you can see there, so I don't know what the hell most of it even says, which is such a poor choice. I don't understand why they would do that. What the fuck? I can't read. It's a stupid design. Anyway, I got the latest Mission Impossible. I was not a fan of this movie. I think this is, of all the films in the series, this is the only one that I don't really want to watch again. And that's saying a lot because Mission Impossible 2 exists. Yeah, anyway, this noteworthy because there was that one review on JB that's negative of it because the Steelbook and... Actually, I think the Steelbook might have the Blu-ray as well, but the 4K, despite it saying Blu-ray bonus disc, is not the feature. That's the feature and special features on the 4K, and that's just special features on the Blu-ray. There is no Blu-ray that comes with it that is the feature. So it's just that, and it's the... This is the end of the movie. This is like in the last 5 minutes of the movie. It's crazy, and it's already a 3-hour long film almost. But you get a commentary track, some deleted scenes, bunch of how they made these, set pieces. Isolated score track could be good, except for the fact that they hardly use the main theme in the movie. Oh, what a disappointing film. Still, better to get it while it's cheap. Again, these were all 30% off. We got Cecil B. Demented. This is one of the John Waters films. I believe this is like his last film. Like, he's not dead, I know. But to my knowledge, he hasn't made any more films outside of this. This is the Arrow standard edition with slipcover and a J card, of course. But yeah, so you got on the back all the details about it. Region B, probably not locked. You get an audio commentary of Waters, you get an interview of him and with Melanie Griffith, as well as just a bunch of interviews. All the interviews, that's good. Interviews are good. I don't think this has a number. Usually these like sleeve versions would have a limited number, but I guess they just aren't doing those anymore. Which is probably good because, I don't know. I don't really care. Like, the big deluxe edition box set that they had did look really nice, but I've never seen the film, and I'm like, I'll probably just buy the standard version and just go from there. I would have been more tempted if someone I knew worked on, like, this limited edition, but I'm like, I don't know anyone who's worked on it, so... we got Harvey. I'm trying to get those lights out of my eyes. I don't know how to fix that. Maybe if I stand here? Maybe I do have to level this up a little bit. Because that's me standing close to it. I don't like the look of the top. You can see that. I'm not fond of it. I've got to be honest. Doesn't really change much, does it? Anyway, now it's just probably a bit crooked. Anyway, we got Harvey. This one, despite saying just UHD, is actually a 2-disc set, which comes with the UHD and the Blu-ray. It's simple as that. I haven't seen this one. I think my dad had the DVD for a long time. I think he still has the DVD, but it comes with an introduction by James Stewart, theatrical trailer, 100 Years of Universal, the Carl Lem era, and the Lou Wasserman era. So, not much in terms of special features, but at least it's a 2-disc set, which is nice. Yeah, my dad really likes this film, and I have never seen it, so I'm pretty keen. I like Jimmy Stewart. I mean, my second name is named after him. Not Jimmy, but James. But yeah. Then we have Election. Now, this was part of a buy two, get one free, so I grabbed Election. This is identical to the Paramount release that the US version has. They have the slipcover, whatever. We just got the basic artwork. The bonus features is really weird because the commentary track is only on the Blu-ray, not on the 4K. It does come with Not Another High School Movie, Pick Flick, Casting 101, and That's Why It's Destiny featurettes, so there is that. I know there was a Criterion disc for this, and I had debated getting that. Disc artwork isn't anything fancy, but it was a buy two get one free, and it was like $25. I'm like, well, it's better than spending like $45 to $50 for the Criterion, so sure, why not? And I did like the film when I watched it like a year or two ago, I think on the Criterion channel, so yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we got a basic Blu-ray here in Australia, so I would have been fine with a basic Blu-ray probably. Then we got The Life of Chuck. This one I missed in cinemas because I don't like going out to cinemas that often anymore. And this is a new Mike Flanagan film, and I like Mike Flanagan. Based on a short story by Stephen King. It has on-set interviews of Tom Hiddleston, Mark Hamill, and Chiwetel. I thought it was Ejiofor. It's Ejiofor. Interesting. And the making of. I like his films, this being Mike Flanagan, so that's good. Sure. I don't know. This one I'm excited to watch again. The Naked Gun. Again, no Blu-rays with these releases anymore, which really sucks. But this film, absolutely gold. It has deleted alternate and extended scenes, A Legacy of Laughter, The Son of a Naked Gun, The Funny Femme Fatale, and more, so you do get some bonus features, which is cool. Not a basic disc, but it is still a UHD 66. A lot of these are UHD 66, I think, because the 100 discs are like harder to produce right now. But to be fair, this is only an 85-minute long film, so I couldn't imagine any reason why it would need to be a 100 GB disc. But yeah, I'm keen to show this to my partner because she didn't see it. She had all the time in the world to go to the cinema to see it, and she just didn't. I did. I saw it like 3 weeks in advance from anyone else in the country because we didn't get it till like the end of like, I don't know, August or something, and I saw it at like the very start, or maybe September, something like that. So, but it was genuinely hilarious. It's the funniest film I've seen this year, and that's saying a lot because Weapons is also there, and Weapons was also hilarious. Then we have Superman, which I'm not fond of the artwork choice. Not gonna lie. I don't know. I enjoyed the film. I mean, my dad liked it a lot too, and he's the one who's probably going to rewatch it more than me, at least. Because he likes crypto, which is fine. I like Hawkgirl in it. I think she's really cool. It's a very interesting film. I'm very curious to kind of see what I think of it on rewatch, because I enjoyed it in the cinema, but I was also like, I've seen so many Superman adaptations, so many of us have, and it's just like very weird to watch another adaptation. It's apparently doing All-Star Superman. I'm like, I mean, to a degree, sure, and I like All-Star Superman. It's one of the only comics I've actually read, and I really liked it. But yeah, you get Adventures in the Making of Superman, Lex Luthor, the mind of a master villain, the Justice Gang, Pause to Pixel, Crypto is born because he's a completely CGI dog, an animated Crypto short, probably because it was cheaper than doing a CGI one, and more. No Blu-ray disc. Fucking hate it. Is this a UHD 66? It doesn't. Is it going to tell me? All the rest of them have told me, but this one doesn't. I guess Warner Brothers just doesn't like when people know what the disc size is, which is kind of nuts. Anyway, the one in the buy two get one free that I got as the freebie, Mean Girls. Can't say I liked that I bought this because I watched it last night right after buying it because I was like, I've been wanting to watch this film for a while. Not for any good reason, like, I haven't heard good things about the film. I like the original quite a lot, to the point that I might actually rewatch that within the next couple of days, because I really like the original. Yeah. I bought the 4K because it was buy two, get one free. It does come with a bunch of special features, which is fun, but yeah, it just felt really off watching it because it's... Like, I like musicals. I like part of the cast. Like, I like some of the actors. Like, Angourie Rice is in this, and she's great. She's not great in the film. A lot of the people are not great in the film. The girl here, she plays Karen. She's really good. There's one other character in this who I don't know how to pronounce her name for the life of me. I know it's Cravelho is her surname, but it's like Uli. It's AULI', which is interesting because I've never seen her name before, and they don't pronounce it in the special features, so I don't know how to pronounce her name, but I really liked her as well. But yeah, so Renee Rapp's in it. That's the reason I bought it, because Dad's been listening to her a lot. I'm like, oh, her music's pretty good. I enjoy it, it's fine. I'm not going to buy any CDs, but sure, whatever. I don't think she was that great in this film either. I don't know what the fuck will happen with this film. This one I'm yet to watch, and I'm very keen to, an Australian horror thriller, Dangerous Animals, which apparently is the best reviewed shark attack movie since Jaws. Fuck off, Forbes, I don't give a shit. It does say, contains bonus features. If you get the UK version, it tells you what the bonus features are, but on the Australian version, it just doesn't. It's very weird. It's just such a weird, just one image, nothing else, bit of text. I know it is a Sean Byrne film, and my friend Caitlin loves his previous film, The Loved Ones. It's one of her favorites, and I'm yet to still watch that, even though I've had the Blu-ray for a while now. So I'm keen to watch this and give her my opinion of it, because I feel like she'd like to watch this, and it was only in Australian cinemas for a very short period of time. Like with most films, if you don't catch it within the first 3 weeks, you just don't watch it ever, unless you catch it on streaming, which is depressing. So, and also, again, no Blu-ray, same as Mean Girls, no Blu-ray. What's going on? The last of the buy two get one frees, we have Do the Right Thing. This one, again, no fucking Blu-ray. I had debated, do I get the 4K or do I get the Criterion? I decided to get the 4K because, again, buy two get one free. It was only $25. It does still come with a bunch of special features, which are all available in the US version. The Spike Lee introduction, 20 years later, deleted and extended scenes, feature-length commentary, a making of, behind the scenes, and doing Is it Making Do the Right Thing, the Riot sequence? I guess that, yeah, maybe that's the making of part. But yeah, but it's a BD100, which is really good, and I've heard it looks incredible in 4K. I've only seen it on the Criterion channel, and it was mesmerizing when I saw it there. So I'd love to see this restoration. I just would like to get the Criterion at some stage as well, but yeah, that's just one of those. If I had access to get them easily, I know we've got like Amazon and shit in Australia, but like, yeah, I don't know, one day. But I'd prefer to have it than to not, because let's be honest, it's an excellent film, so I'd prefer to have it. And to conclude this, we have Malcolm X. Now, initially, I was going to buy this during the sale at, what do you call it, on JB, because they have it there for $105, and I could have gotten it down 30% off, so $70 odd. However, I was like, you know what? Same with Nightmare on Elm Street, which I've got the box set apparently coming in. The guys and shipped it. I've ordered that on eBay for like $90 because I could get it cheaper than at JB. I ordered this from eBay because someone had it mint condition for like $50 odd, and I'm like, I'm just gonna buy that because it's half price. They clearly bought it at the $100 price tag, and for some reason are selling it for half as much. But yeah, it's a very strange thing, and I like the film. I haven't seen it since high school when we actually studied this portion of time, because, you know, Australian high schools are very proficient at telling you about American fucking culture and life. Yeah, I know. You do get your 4K with the alternate artwork, which is really nice. 4K UHD plus a Blu-ray, exactly the same transfer on it, with audio commentary by Film Critic, and then the audio commentary by Spike Lee and a bunch of the people who made it, and a theatrical trailer is only on the Blu-ray, which is interesting. But, you know, Dolby Vision, everything. I've heard that this was done by... I felt it was like... It has the better encoding, motion something, I can't remember what it's called. Fidelity in Motion. I was going MIF, but it's FIM. Fidelity in Motion apparently is the transfer. Better than the Criterion, I've heard, as well as better than the UK version. And to be fair, it's got a great selection of special features as well. Obviously, they still have their artwork on the inside of the case, like this one has artwork here. The 4K still has artwork on the inside. You can't see it because it's a black case, which is really silly. They should make clear versions of 4K cases. It's my only issue with 4K cases is that they're thick black. Not transparent black, just a thick black. But this, of course, comes with the making of documentary, and then a bunch of new featurettes, including a production designer interview and interviews with Karen Allen and David Patrick Kelly, deleted scenes with introduction by a director, and archival interviews with a bunch of the people, including Malcolm X's daughter. So there's a lot of stuff on this alone to make it worth the purchase. Would I have been happy with the $105 price tag, or potentially $70 from JB? Probably. Again, was waiting for the 30% off, but the fact I could just find it on eBay and just buy it for a lot cheaper in its brand new condition, I did that instead. And I still got annoyed because I think one of the Bring Me the Head of Alfredo Garcia, I heard recently that the apparent 4K restoration that Imprint did was incorrect. They just provided an old scan that looks like shit, and I now have to get the Arrow Video version of that, which is so annoying. So, yeah, because I went out of my way to buy that, not on Imprint's website, but on eBay. Again, still cheaper, still like, I don't know, $40 or $50. But, yeah, I'm like, it's got a lot of special features, which is good, but I'm like, I want a good transfer as well. Like, I don't understand. At least Malcolm X is a good transfer, so I'll give it that. Anyway, that's it for this week of mail. Next week's mail would probably be stuff I've gotten through the Amazon sales and through Rare Waves. The week after, I imagine, that'll be when I get around to filming what happened at the movie market, because the movie market film bazaar at the Astor on the 29th of November. I plan to go. I plan to film stuff. Probably I'll bring my camera. I don't know. I'm going there with mates as well. I'm meeting a bunch of mates who are also, some of whom are subscribers. The Cinemaniacs will be there. New Wave Video, Umbrella, Dead End DVD, bunch of different people. It's going to be awesome. I won't have any videos about that coming out till like the week after, because I've got a mate staying that whole weekend, and I don't want to be like, oh, sorry, I don't want to hang out with you. I got to edit a video for YouTube. No, YouTube couldn't fucking wait. I haven't seen my mate in like almost the whole year because he lives in Castlemaine, and I fucking hate going to Castlemaine. So yeah. Anyway, that's all. See you kids next time, and hopefully see people at the Asta for the movie market. And then for the final Cinemaniacs of the year, we got Frankenhooker. Highly recommend it. It's a banger. Plus, there's a Christmas party right after. It's going to be great. So, anyway, bye.